Got the paper mache going, finally. And again, we're not using standard paper mache recipe. We're using wallpaper glue, pasting glue. It'll work just fine. I'm trying to bridge gaps between tape and tape. Here, put your strip on, squish out all the extra. If you got extra on there in this particular surface, because there are gaps in places between where the 3D printer laid down its lines, I'm just smearing the extra glue on those. This tape does not need any extra glue because it's solid. So around here, I've just torn up some newspapers, figure out which direction they tear in the long strips, and do so. Whichever length strip you need. If you're working on a smaller project, you may not need a strip quite as long as these, or you may want longer strips, especially if it's larger. So I'm just going to crisscross until I fill in all the voids and we have a solid layer of the newspaper. And go back, if you see anything that's loose, squish it down, stick it again, and again. Use your extra glue if you're working on an aperture, not an aperture, an armature, such as this, that has been 3D printed. It'll help fill in these cracks as I go, so I have better adhesion. So if you've got a big enough project for more than 2 hands to work on, get a helper. More hands make the load light. And just make sure you have room to work on it together, because it can get real tricky when it gets crowded. We've also got down here on the floor, or no, in the chair, a bucket of water for cleaning up our hands so we're not dumping all this glue down the sink. We'll get back with you later as we progress on the project.